This is the prayer that King Solomon prayed in 1 Kings chapter 8, starting at verse 22. And Shalom stood before the altar of Yahuwah in the presence of all the assembly of Yasharel, and spread forth his hands towards heaven. And he said, Yahuwah Elohei of Yasharel, there is no Elohim like you, in heaven above or on earth beneath, who guards the covenant and has mercy with your servants, that walk before you with all their heart, who has kept with your servant David my father, that you promised him. You spoke also with your mouth, and have fulfilled it with your hand, as it is this day. Therefore now, Yahuwah Elohei of Yasharel, keep your servant David my father, that you promised him, saying, there shall not fail you a man in my sight to sit on the throne of Yasharel, so that your children take heed to their way, that they walk before me as you have walked before me. And now, O Elohei of Yasharel, let your word, I pray you, be verified, which you spoke unto your servant David my father. But will Elohim indeed dwell on the earth? Behold, the heavens and the heaven of heavens cannot contain you. How much less this house that I have built? Yet have you respect unto the prayer of your servant and to his supplication, O Yahuwah Elohei, to hearken unto the cry and to the prayer which your servant prays before you today. That your eyes may be open toward this house night and day, toward the place of which you have said, my name shall be there, that you may hearken unto the prayer which your servant shall make toward this place, and hearken to the supplication of your servant and of your people Yasharel, when they shall pray towards this place, and hear you in heaven your dwelling place, and when you hear, forgive. If any man trespass against his neighbor, and an oath be laid upon him to cause him to swear, and the oath come before your altar in this house, then hear you in heaven and do, and judge your servants condemning the wicked, to bring his way upon his head, and justifying the righteous, to give him according to his righteousness. When your people Yasharel be smitten down before the enemy, because they have sinned against you, and shall turn again to you, and confess your name, and pray, and make supplication unto you in this house, then hear you in heaven, and forgive the sin of your people Yasharel, and bring them again into the land which you gave unto their fathers. When heaven is shut up, and there is no rain, because they have sinned against you, if they pray towards this place, and confess your name, and turn from their sin, when you afflict them, then hear you in heaven, and forgive the sin of your servants, and of your people Yasharel, that you teach them the good way wherein they should walk, and give rain upon your land, which you have given to your people for an inheritance. If there be in the land famine, if there be pestilence, blasting, mildew, locusts, or if there be caterpillar, if their enemy besiege them in the land of their cities, whatsoever plague, whatsoever sickness there be, what prayer and supplication soever be made by any man, or by all your people Yasharel, which shall know every man the plague of his own heart, and spread forth his hands towards this house, then hear you in heaven your dwelling place, and forgive, and do, and give to every man according to his ways, whose hearts you know. For you, even you only, know the hearts of all the children of men, that they may fear you all the days that they live in the land, which you gave unto our fathers. Moreover, concerning a stranger that is not of your people Yasharel, but comes out of a far country for your name's sake, for they shall hear of your great name, and of your strong hand, and of your stretched out arm. When he shall come and pray towards this house, hear you in heaven your dwelling place, and do according to all that the stranger calls to you, for that all people of the earth may know your name, to fear you, as do your people Yasharel, and that they may know that this house which I have built is called by your name. If your people go out to battle against their enemy, whithersoever you shall send them, and shall pray unto El Yahuwah toward the city which you have chosen, and toward the house that I have built for your name, then hear you in heaven their prayer and their supplication, and maintain their cause. If they sin against you, for there is no man that sins not, and you be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy, so that they carry them away captives unto the land of the enemy far or near. Yet if they shall bethink themselves in the land whither they were carried captives, and repent, and make supplication unto you in the land of them that carried them captives, saying, we have sinned and have done perversely, we have committed wickedness, and so return unto you with all their heart and with all their soul in the land of their enemies, which led them away captive, and pray unto you toward their land, which you gave unto their fathers, the city which you have chosen, and the house which I have built for your name. Then hear their prayer and their supplication in heaven, your dwelling place, and maintain their cause. And forgive your people that have sinned against you, and all their transgressions, wherein they have transgressed against you. And give them compassion before them who carried them captive, that they may have compassion on them. For they be your people and your inheritance, which you brought forth out of Mitzrayim, from the midst of the furnace of iron, that your eyes may be open unto the supplication of your servant, and unto the supplication of your people Yasharel, to hearken unto them in all that they call for unto you. For you did separate them from among all the people of the earth, to be your inheritance, as you spoke by the hand of Moshe your servant, when you brought our fathers out of Mitzrayim, O Adonai Yahuwah. And it was so, that when Shalomo had made an end of praying all this prayer and supplication unto El Yahuwah, he arose from before the altar of Yahuwah, from kneeling on his knees with his hands, and spread up to heaven. And he stood and blessed all the assembly of Yasharel with a loud voice, saying, Blessed be Yahuwah, that has given rest unto his people Yasharel, according to all that he promised. There has not failed one word of all his good promise, which he promised by the hand of Moshe his servant. Yahuwah Elohanu be with us, as he was with our fathers. Let him not leave us nor forsake us, that he may incline our hearts unto him, to walk in all his ways, and to guard his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, which he commanded our fathers. And let these my words, wherewith I have made supplication before Yahuwah, be nigh unto El Yahuwah Elohanu day and night, that he maintain the cause of his servant, and the cause of his people Yasharel at all times, as the matter shall require, that all the people of the earth may know that Yahuwah is Elohim, and that there is none else. Let your heart therefore be perfect with Yahuwah Elohanu, to walk in his statutes, and to guard his commands, as at this day. And the king and all Yasharel with him offered sacrifice before Yahuwah.